Where all my anime fans at? What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap-up. Saw Dragon Ball Super Broly a few hours ago. And before I even start, there are a few things I am a fan of. Fan of Disney, fan of 90s cartoons, and also a fan of anime. And what anime fan doesn't like Dragon Ball Z? And for DBZ fans out there, and for that do know, and for people who do not know, Broly had 3 movies prior to this one. Legendary Super Saiyan, The Second Coming, which was one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movies, and the one movie that should have just stayed overseas and shouldn't even had been released here. Wasn't even no purpose of even having it because it was so shitty, Bio Broly. But this movie, way entertaining than Bio Broly. And as of right now, with this movie, Broly is officially canon. And this movie focuses on Broly's backstory. Way more different. It more so directs, and it also directs into the Dragon Ball Z main continuality universe, where we find out more about Broly. You find out more about other characters such as Goku, Vegeta, Bardock, King Cold, King Vegeta, and Frieza as well, and even stuff that went on at Planet Vegeta. However, spoiling is not my thing, so you're gonna have to watch it yourself to find out everything. But the storyline was good. I mean, I will say this, because Broly is my second favorite character in the Dragon Ball Z series, and even though with all of us growing up watching Broly from the movies, I will say that I still kind of miss the non-canon Broly compared to canon Broly. But canon Broly, he's still badass, just like non-canon Broly. But I think it was probably just because of what they did with the character, and how all of us, who are fans of Broly, all we know is just the Broly that we grew up on from the movies. And this movie, you see more of a personality with this Broly. With the Broly that's in this movie, and which I think they did a good job with, and the movie was still entertaining. The movie was not boring at all, and the fighting style. The fighting style was good, and also just the fighting scene and the animation. Animation was just amazing with the fighting. The fighting was just so entertaining. I was just glued to the screen when watching those scenes. However, I do think that it could have been a little bit more gory with the effects of the fighting, but it was still good. And for those who do follow Dragon Ball Z, you will get everything when you watch this movie. Now, if you're fresh into Dragon Ball Z and you've never seen any episodes, or if you have seen a few episodes of maybe Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, then you may be kind of lost in this movie. That's what I was actually thinking about that was actually what I was telling my friend when we, on the way home, after we had saw this movie, okay, for those who are just now getting into Dragon Ball Z, they would have so much damn catching up to do. It's not even funny, but they definitely did do a good job with everything. And with Broly being canon, that means we will also see Broly in Dragon Ball Super, which is something that I am looking forward to. And Broly, once again, 2019 with its movies has been good so far. This movie, honestly, I have to say, is one of the best movies of 2019, and it's because I can't even stop thinking about it just from talking about it right now. And if it is released, and if it is released in your hometown, then I definitely think you should go see it, because I mean, it was released here. It was released here in my city. It was released in select theaters. So yes, we definitely had to go see it. And because, you know, when it's released in select theaters, you know, not many theaters have it. And you don't have that many showtimes that be available to go see it. So yes, if you do have time to go see it in your hometown, if it is released there, definitely go see it. And if it's not released there, then when it gets released on DVD, digital, or even when it gets to Redbox, you should definitely check it out. Definitely worth watching. I mean, Dragon Ball Z fans such as myself, you guys will enjoy it. It's definitely entertaining. It's just so good. I mean, I honestly think that, you know, I enjoyed it more than some of the other Brawly movies right now. I mean, that's what I have to say right now. That yes, I did enjoy it more than the other three. And however, I may have to probably watch Legendary Super Saiyan again, because I mean, Second Coming, I think that certain parts of Second Coming I did like better than Dragon Ball Super Brawly. Actually, you know what? Yes, Dragon Ball Super Brawly was more enjoyable than the other three. But I mean, still, I may have to go back and, you know, rewatch Legendary Super Saiyan and even look at Second Coming again. But anyway, yes, this movie, man, really good, really good. For its grade, I give Dragon Ball Super Brawly an A minus, and out of 5 stars, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And with that being said, this is Ryan A. Polk with the wrap up, signing off.